I'd like to thank the school board for allowing me to talk today regarding the Hill Bar, the bar at Oliver and Douglas that's impacting and endangering the children at Hyde School in Robinson. I'm Bill Ryan. I live at 130 North Glendale. We built the house in 1948 and it's been occupied by our family continuously. My brother and I both went to Hyde and to Robinson, and my mother was a teacher. So you can imagine we're very supportive of Hyde and Robinson. And this has nothing to do with any complaint towards them. I would like to discuss with you the heavy and dangerous congestion along the 100 and 200 block of Glendale. That's, they drop off and pick up the kids. When they drop them off, there's like 5 school buses coming through also. And it's like controlled mayhem, but it's been pretty safe because the people know of the danger. Children dart in and back and forth between cars, chasing each other, or they see their mom and they dart between the cars. But that has all changed. It is not the same. It has all changed since the opening of this bar. Since they opened it, they've ignored their promise and the city requirement that be a no exit alley onto Glendale. Instead, and they even took down the one-way sign. Instead, the majority of the police say the majority of the patrons are leaving by Glendale. And it's because they say if you've been drinking or you're trying to avoid the DUI, you go on the side streets. So they exit on Glendale and head down to 1st and 2nd, Hyde and Robinson. The bar happy hour is from 3 to 6, and Hyde lets out at 4:15 and Robinson somewhat before that. By the bar ignoring the city requirements and letters, and the bar abusing Glendale and endangering the Hyde children, it's caused a whole different atmosphere because now you're dealing with people out of the area, and a lot of them have been drinking, and there's cars packed on both sides all the way through the 100 and 200 block. And every so often, some of these people just come speeding through there. And it's very, it's not the same as the parents or the like. The school board can help by contacting the city compliance officer and the police, the community police officer west. The compliance have already sent them many letters, made warnings, threats. They're having to take them to court. They're just being ignored, and what they're saying is going to happen is they're going to appeal it, and anyhow, they're not going to follow it. The congested and dangerous situation is being willfully exacerbated by the bar and property owners, and they have Oliver and Douglas they can exit from, but instead they're exiting onto Glendale.
Your time's just about up. Can you just wrap it up for us?
Yes, very quickly. Residents and consensus is along the streets is a child is going to be hit or killed sooner or later, whether it's a month or a year or even as long as 5 years, it's going to happen. And then a large lawsuit will expose the negligence of this not being stopped. So
Okay,
what the school, one last sentence, what the school board can do is support the city and police and at least force an end to the bar exit on Glendale, which is a requirement. I thank you for your time. Are there any questions?
Joy?
I don't have any questions. I do want to thank you, Mr. Ryan, for bringing
right.
this to our attention. And Mr. Ryan and I spoke on Friday, and he shared more details. And you can be seated. Thank you.
Okay.
And I sent that information to Superintendent Allison because I knew that Mr. Ryan would be here tonight. But in the importance of safety of our children, I didn't want to delay until Monday and have children getting out and us not aware of that. So I know staff is already working on this to make sure our children are safe. But we do appreciate you bringing that to our attention because we do care about our children being safe. And, at a very minimum to notify our parents who may not realize there's increased traffic so that they can be more careful and possibly instruct their walking students to take a different route. And so we will see what happens. Thank you.
Mike, next item.